Hi, Concordia cohort. Dittrich from Lindstrom. One last time. This is my presentation of learning. And you can see I'm in my garden because teachers help kids grow. That was kind of nerdy, but anyways. I learned that literacy is the key to opening the door to not only childhood but lifelong success. I've learned that every subject area has the ability to influence school literacy. All subjects, including and maybe even especially physical education, can and do help literacy learning. I heard there's a pretty darn good capstone paper on this subject. You just got to kind of look for it. And just in case there's any budding writer out there that would murder the APA citation, that would be Dittrich, 2015, and then the page that you stole my quote from. I've also learned that we have to create a safe haven for our students, no matter where they were born, to what parents they were born, no matter the color of their skin, the disabilities they may have, or even the abilities they have. No matter the choices of clothes, the music they like, or the people they are attracted to. As teachers, we need to be the calming voice that can listen and the stability in their lives. I have learned that anything I do or say can be held against me in a court of law. However, even though I'm not supposed to hug a child, I will, because we don't know what they're getting at home. I learned that as a teacher, we need to have the end goal in sight. Building our lessons only after we know what we want to accomplish is the best way to meet these goals. I learned that assessments drive education. Now, the word assessment seems to have a bad connotation. It doesn't always have to be the big, scary state tests. Good teachers make assessments daily, hourly, minutes to keep the thing rolling. I learned that while technology has been around for quite some time, we may just be on the very brink of some very exciting times. Heck, even some school districts have technology integrationists. Wink, wink, Art. I learned that the day we stop learning as teachers, we should stop being teachers ourselves. We need to stay on top of research and evaluate what is best for our learners. And lastly, I learned that we are not in this alone. We have the support of each other. I could not have completed this master's program without my family and friends and you, cohort, for your great support. Some of you may remember that we had to submit an essay to get into this program. I thought it was kind of interesting. I reread it to myself the other day, and I'd like to read it for you now. A little bit nerdy. I've taken like 10 takes, and I haven't been able to get through it without crying, so stick with me. Dittrich. Essay, please write a statement 1 to 2 pages typed covering your employment history and long-term academic and professional goals. I'm one of the luckiest people around. I applied for one job, got one interview, and was offered a fantastic job as physical education instructor for the Chisago Lake schools. I work as the primary school physical education teacher, and I'm about to start my 18th year of service. Our building houses roughly 475 students who range from preschool through 2nd grade. Our school runs on a 6-day rotating schedule. During that 6-day schedule, I see 2nd graders 4 times for 25-minute sessions, and I see kindergartners roughly 2 times in that same time period. While growing up, school was never easy. I really struggled to comprehend things, but loved physical education class. My teachers at the time set up a reward program for me that if I'd done well in academics, I could earn a little extra time in the gym at the end of the day. One of the few reasons I went to school and enjoyed it was to get that extra gym time. In 5th grade, I was diagnosed with a form of dyslexia. This helped explain my struggles. My physical education instructor at the time, Miss Ann Bancroft, convinced me that I could and should pursue becoming a physical education teacher myself one day so that I could help the kids who had the same struggles that I had. I received extra reading help during the school day, which helped a lot. While I never really caught up with the rest of my class, I was able to narrow the gap. College took me a couple years longer than it does for many, but I was able to get my degree in physical education from Bemidji State University, and also nearly have, just a few credits short, completed a minor in music as well. Fast forward to today. Keep in mind this was 2 years ago. My schedule at school offers me a couple extra openings or prep times. I use this time to work with some of the lowest readers in the 2nd grade. We do flashcards, practice spelling, and read stories together. I try to mix it up when playing words games and such and incorporate some physical education to it, much like Miss Bancroft did with me many years ago. I thoroughly enjoy my time with these special students. I look forward to it daily, so much so that on some days I even forfeit my prep time in the schedule to work with me. Which brings me to why I'm typing this essay today, and why I'm thrilled that you are reading it. I want to be better at it. And some days, as I get older and unable to keep up with 5-year-olds running around the gym, perhaps maybe even make a career change that will allow me to provide reading help full-time. Either way, I'll be better at helping my little readers in the time I have with them. I'm excited, nervous, and anxious to begin this new endeavor. The test at the end of the class has me sweating as I type this. I've never tested well, and the paper has me a little more worried too, if I'm being completely honest. But when it's all done and I hold that master's degree and an endorsement in reading of all things, the thing I struggled with most as a kid, I'm not quite sure there will be a word or words that I could put to paper to describe how I feel. So, my long-term goals? Earn my master's in curriculum and instruction with reading endorsement from Concordia University, have a little party with family and friends, and then put my newfound techniques to good work as I continue my career in the Chisago Lake School District. So there you have it. That's what I've learned. Feel pretty good about it. Good enough that I might even take the snow book out of the fire ring. Maybe not.